Edgerton since 1924.
Hi, this is Dr. Joe Wallach, the Dead Doctors Don't Lie guy, and I want to talk to you about Ultimate Cardio FX. Now, I've been taking 2 of these twice a day for 15, 16, 17 years. This is a combination of vitamins, minerals, and herbs, particularly one herb that's just legendary for helping people with congestive heart failure. This goes way back in history. It helps people with congestive heart failure. Hawthornberry, Crataegus, is a legendary heart herb. It actually slows the heart down. It actually helps you control heart rate and makes your heart beat more efficient. This is really a great product. I take 2 of those twice a day, and people say, well, I didn't know you had a heart problem. I don't have a heart problem. I take the Ultimate Cardio FX to help prevent problems. It has vitamin C, niacin, vitamin B6, folic acid, vitamin B12. It has 1,666% of your minimum daily requirement of vitamin B12, which is great for the heart. Take care of your heart, you'll take care of America. We can save America by taking care of your heart.
For information or to order longevity products, go to FortWayneTeam.com or visit the Ultimate Nutrition Center, 3229 Covington Road in Fort Wayne. Call 260-459-0444.
And the bigger your debt, the more money you could save. To find out for free how much of your hard-earned money Freedom Debt Relief could help you save, call now. 1-800-400-1376. 1-800-400-1376. 1-800-400-1376.
This is Fort Wayne's Morning News with Charlie Butcher. On News Talk 1190 WOWO, 92.3 FM. Depend on it.
6:39, cloudy 13 feels like 3. There is a bill in consideration, I guess. It's what's called a baby box bill, and it's being pushed forward by Monica Kelsey from Woodburn. We have Mike Morrisey from Baby Safe Haven, New England on with us. They think they have a better way. But, hey, Mike, welcome to the radio show. Thank you very much. Can you explain what the baby box bill is? And then we'll move on to why you don't think it'll work and why what you guys use in New England is a much better plan.
Well, baby boxes, and you've probably seen some things that they're in Europe, they're in Korea, they're in China. It's a hatch that's in a wall of a building that you can put the newborn baby in instead of handing it to a policeman or a fireman, which is what are in the 50 states. All 50 states have baby safe haven laws. So Monica Kelsey believes this is an extension to that law. But we know from looking in New England back 10 plus years, these aren't going to work.
Let me just give the numbers here, because this is kind of shocking. In Massachusetts, where you are, you've had like 1 deadly abandonment in the last 8 years. We've had that many in a year, and almost 20 in the past 80 years. So this is a bigger problem than I ever knew about. What do you guys do that you feel works and statistically does work better, evidently?
It's real simple. We use, just like Madison Avenue will tell you, standard demographic marketing. We have all young spokespeople going on, every kind of radio station. I do the political stuff, so I don't have my spokespeople doing the talk shows.
Yeah.
But they do the top 40 stations. They do the hip-hop stations. They go on, web platforms. They do high school radio, college radio, high school, college TV, if that's available. And it's all peer-to-peer marketing. The info is, I want young women to know that they can talk about safe haven laws and exactly how to help themselves when they're a time of crisis. And you have to have a young person be the role model for that.
I can see both sides of this, Mike. I can see how having a box in the wall, though you say there's some like real structural problems with that, would shield them from what they're worried about, which is any form of judgment whatsoever. But I can also see the other side of it, that this gets a little close to feeling like you're trashing the baby.
You're throwing away the mom
right.
with the bathwater. In that you're telling the mom by putting these boxes in, and the campaign that Ms. Kelsey's been putting on is the women are afraid to go to safe havens. We've never had that in Massachusetts. We have the best record in the world. We're 8 to 20 times better overall than every other state in the country, because the women aren't afraid to call the hotlines, look up the information, get the information, and hand the baby to somebody. Wouldn't it be much better instead of spending $500,000 for 100 of these boxes, put that into a promotional campaign and get our record?
Does this come down to conservative? I have to ask this because I know people are asking this. You're in Massachusetts, which we look at as the bastion of liberalism, and we're in Indiana, which is extremely conservative. Does that play into this, or is this just really a difference of opinion on how to deal with it?
No, because We also work in New Hampshire and Vermont. New Hampshire is virtually the same political setup as you have, and it works exactly the same. We use the exact same strategies to pass the law through their legislature, which was almost a Republican supermajority at the time, and a Republican governor signed it. As a matter of fact, in New England, there's never been a Democratic governor that signed one of these. It was 5 Republicans and an independent.
So this is the better way to go. It's to change the attitudes as opposed to give a physical shield to somebody that's doing it. And I got to tell you, in my heart, it just feels a little bit like opening a dumpster. But I'm not between the ages of 13 and 30, nor am I female. So that's who you target your messages to.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And here's the new news about this, the breaking story about this.
Yeah.
Monica Kelsey never even looked at the permitting process to install one of these any place in your state, not even in her hometown where she's a firefighter. She should know that she has to go through a permitting process. You have to get the mayor or the township administrator to sign off on it. It has to go in front of the city council, the police chief, even the DPW has to sign off on putting one of these in a brick building, which is the firehouse that she works at. Can't cut into one of those, can't put them in the windows, can't put them in the door. You have to cut into the building. So she hasn't even looked at the permitting process. She's so irresponsible about what she's doing. And the reason I know about you have to do that, because we have to do that in all states we work in, just to put a sign on the property of the fire stations or police stations. I've been through that permitting process dozens of times.
How do people find out more information? By going to babysafehaven.org?
Yep, babysafehaven.org. That's where we, drive most of our young women to, look up the information. The hotline's on every single page. You can click on the map and click on your state and, get every kind of information you need about it. And if there's a young woman, call the hotline. Get the information that you need before you make a tragic decision. That's everything we work on, is not saving babies. We save young women from making a bad decision.
Mike Morrisey, Baby Safe Haven, New England, our guest this morning. Hey, Mike, it's been great. Thank you very much.
Great to talk to you.
He's on the Kerr Mechanical Current News Hotline. It is 6:44. A Milford mom faces battery charges after police discovered her 2 months